Hello, and thank you for watching today. Our village cooking. Today, we're making up our dosa, coconut chutney, and our Dahl curry. I hope you enjoy this video, so let's get right into how to prepare these wonderful dishes. We're going to be cooking outside in the village, and it's going to be all handmade, homemade, fresh ingredients. We're going to start with our grind kukula rice, and this is a rice milk in our large bowl. In the red bowl, we have coconut milk. Silver bowl, we have grind yuda. And in the beautiful flower bowl, we have salt. In the other flower bowl, we have yeast. So in order to get started, and this is on a banana leaf, isn't this wonderful? Very authentic. We're going to start by putting our yeast and mixing a little bit of it with the coconut milk to get it all mixed in. And we're going to pour it into the kukula rice milk. This is done very carefully, so we don't want to hurry the process. And it's fun to make. We're just going to take our time today. We're going to add the yuda. And we're going to mix all of this together very well. We're going to start mixing it with our fingers. And this is going to make a batter for our dosa, which is our Indian crepe, kind of like a pancake. And as you can see, it's getting very thick and rich with these ingredients, just like almost having flour and milk. We're going to massage this with our hands until we can get it the right consistency. I'm going to pour a little bit of coconut milk in each time so that we don't get it too watery. And coconut milk has so many medicinal properties. It's so very good for us, antibacterial, antiviral. It just makes us feel good. It's good for our skin. And we cook with it quite a bit in our village. We can make so many different recipes. We're going to put a plate on top of the bowl and let this set about 4 hours. Let the yeast rise to make our crepe. Our next dish is our coconut chutney. This is going to be a savory side dish with our crepes. We're going to start with fresh coconut. And next is our salt. And our peppers, our kochi, our red onions, our water, and our curry leaves for the savory flavor. This is all fresh ingredients. There's no artificial flavors. We're going to start with our rolling pin. This is an outdoor stone crusher. It gets the ingredients very fine and in a paste. We're going to crush the peppers. We're going to add the salt and the onions. We're going to start crushing. And this does a very good job. Doesn't take very long. You can also make this at home with a food processor. That's what I usually use, but this village is experts on making this paste with these original primitive tools. No electricity needed. This is a very simple dish to make. And it's a vegetarian dish. I suppose you could add the meat that you prefer if you'd like, or the protein. The coconut is sort of like a substitute for protein. It's also sweet, and it's widely available in the village. Put a little bit of water on there. And just get it very, very fine. And that's about all there is to it. I'm going to put it in a bowl. And we're going to get it just kind of flaked around, and then add a little bit of water. And we're going to let it sit and kind of thicken up a little bit. That's our chutney. Looks very good. Our next dish is our Dahl curry. Our Dahl is sort of like lentils, and it has protein, kind of like a substitute for meat. This is a vegetarian dish. We also have our dry chilies. Next is our grind chili paste. You can make ahead. Our water. And then our yellow paste can be made up ahead or purchased. We have our coconut oil. Our salt, our curry leaves, and our garlic for flavor, and our spices, our goraka, mustard, and our eula, with our red onions. This is going to be a delicious dish. So we're going to pre-soak our lentils and then strain it. We're going to be adding our ingredients here. our yellow paste, chili paste, salt, our curry leaves, garlic, onions, and the spices, except not the mustard. We're going to leave that for the end of the dish. We're going to add our water and start soaking the dal. This is as much fun to make as it is to eat. You can just take your time. There's no hurry. We're going to take our dish, it's kind of like a soup, and put it on our outdoor fire. The fire gets very hot. This is such a peaceful place in the village. There's a coconut husk in the fire. You can hear the wildlife in the background. And we're going to cook it until it starts boiling. It looks good. We're going to take it off the fire and we're going to let it cool and let the dal soak up the water. Get everything together. Next, we're going to have another pan and we're going to add our oil, our coconut oil. We're going to add things to fry that we're going to add to our dal. Our leaves, onions, we're going to cook this all up, some more garlic. And we're going to stoke our fire. And add our chilies. It's going to be spicy. And our mustard. We're going to saute this so it gets crunchy. I love the taste of coconut oil. It just tastes so good. It's going to be a little bit sweet. We're going to go back to our dal. And we're going to pour it into the sauteed vegetables. And incorporate all of this together. Looks very good. This is a very, very good vegetarian dish. You could add your meat, I suppose, also into this dish at this point. You could cook it in there. So most of the water has cooked away. Kind of like a bean soup, but going to be spicy. I'm going to take it off the fire, and we're going to let this cool. This beautiful color. So now we're going to go back to our batter, and it's been 4 hours. The yeast has risen up the batter. We're going to add our salt. And we're going to add a little bit of milk, not much. And we're just going to stir all this up, kind of massage it with our fingers. Just make sure that everything, even on the bottom, gets incorporated. We want a fluffy batter, nothing too watery, but this looks great. This is very thick and rich. So she's making sure that it's the right texture. We're still just going to add a little bit of milk. There's quite a bit here for a large family. Get all the lumps out. I'm just going to keep on stirring. Maybe just a little bit more, she says. She wants to make sure that she gets it right and that there's enough pancakes for everybody. We're going to add the leaves. Just going to tear them apart. Just kind of for that spiciness. It's going to be pretty plain pancakes. So next we're going to just take the spoon. I'm just going to spoon out a very large, thin crepe or dosa. Just kind of like you're making a pancake. But these are going to be large, and they'll hold the filling, any kind of filling you want to put in. And we're going to let it bubble and get brown. Looks very good. This will make a very large meal for a family. You could put cheese, you could put cream cheese or different other things on it if you like. But today we're going to put the chutney with it. We're going to take a spatula and flip it. Remember, this is made of rice milk, coconut milk, yeast, primarily. Pretty simple recipe to make. I love this village cooking because it is very simple ingredients. Things that you already have on hand. And we're even going to cool it on a banana leaf. Looks very good and tasty. So we're going to make several of these for the family. and it doesn't stick to the pan. It does have that coconut oil. And you can make as many as you want. You could add fruit also. Our stack of crepes here. And our coconut chutney. And our Dahl curry, all village style. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope you enjoy our videos. Please check out more of our videos and subscribe. Thank you for watching.